Kriti, you're one of those few actors who's somehow, and I'd say miraculously, managed to stay away from too much controversy, needless issues, all of that. And besides that, also, you're one of those actors who doesn't belong to those big families, those big B-town families or any of that. So, was it hard to really break into Bollywood as an outsider? Do you still see that as some sort of a challenge even now?
I don't call myself an outsider anymore. I think I'm very much a part of this industry. I've created a place of my own, a space of my own. I feel at home. And I am doing the work that I've always wanted to. I have people who have believed in me, given me the opportunity, and I call it my own home and my own place. And I don't want to feel like an outsider because I belong here. But yes, it's taken a while because I don't come from a film background. I think it's like you come into a new world and you're lost and you don't know anyone and no one knows you. So I think you take that time to kind of get people to know your name, to kind of match your face and name to each other, to see your talent film by film, to start believing in you, and to be willing to give you opportunities outside your comfort zone, to believe in your talent more than what they see outside, of your personality. So I feel all those things take a little while. You have to take baby steps and grow, and that's what I have done at least. But once you get to know people, you've worked enough here, um, you find your own, like, people who are at the same frequency, who have the same beliefs, who are equally passionate. And yeah, I think there are all kinds of people everywhere. So there will be someone who will not believe in you, but there will be someone who will. So, I think that's there in every profession. It's the awkwardness at filmy parties has reduced a little, but I still don't love going to like fully filmy parties. I prefer partying with my own set of people a lot more. But that's me as a person. That's my personality. And controversies, I don't know. I mean, they could happen. Never say never. It's not like
You don't
I'm
want to
trying
jinx
to get
it.
into one. Yeah, it's not like I'm trying to get into one. It's not like I'm trying to willingly stay away. I think it's just my personality. I think I am a bit of an easy person who people will not really have an issue with. And that's how I've been. So I think that's probably the reason I don't like controversy. So I'm not around them anymore.
The reason I asked you that question, Kriti, also about, how you made it big in Bollywood really is because very often there's a certain narrative about Bollywood and the film industry here in India that it's not always about talent, that you have to have the right contacts and that's when it takes you a certain place. Would you agree with that? That, it takes a certain amount of influence, certain amount of contacts. It's not always that actors like you can make it big with just talent.
See, I don't completely believe in that. Yes, of course, if you have influence, you have friends, you know someone, it's going to get easier for you. But eventually, I feel like talent is what shines at the end of it. You need to be aggressive and you need to be a go-getter and you need to be driven and ambitious. And I think when you are all of that, you end up like, I don't care if I don't see it as a problem if I have to reach out to someone and say, I want to work with you, and that's okay. And I think eventually if you're doing good work, you're driven, you're ambitious, you are a go-getter, I think eventually people see that. And it's at the end of it, everything is a business. If you're bringing something different to the table, if you're adding value to what you're doing, then you will get work. So I don't think that I mean, I didn't have any contacts. I didn't have any influence. So there are so many people who didn't. I mean, when you talk about Rajkumar Rao, you talk about Ayushmann, you talk about Tapsi, you talk about so many people who've not come from a film background. They've not had contacts and influence. I mean, Anushka Sharma also, when she came, or Priyanka when she came, it's not like they came with contacts.
Yeah.
Eventually, yes, you build relationships. I think I do believe in that. I do believe in like building my own equations and relationships with people who I feel have, similar beliefs, thinkings, who I kind of connect with. And that sometimes those, I think you need to take your relationships forward. You need to sort of that is something that stays. When things are going wrong, when your films are not working, those relationships are gonna still be like there around you, and I think that somewhere helps. Yes.